What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here. Welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I am one joined by Canadian Yorker. And we are here to recap the Friday Night Smackdown that took place June 21st, 2024, and it took place in Chicago, Illinois. And how are you doing tonight, Canadian Yorker?
I am doing awesome tonight, man. It's a beautiful day today. Can't complain. Can't wait to start this new week. We just got on Bloodline. It's great.
Alright, so let's get started, and it is the road to Money in the Bank, and we got some more qualifying matches here on the Smackdown. So let's get started. We start off with CM Punk coming in with the opening segment in his hometown of Chicago, and he basically talks about, I think he does talk about Drew McIntyre. He talks about Drew McIntyre screwing Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. I actually thought Drew was going to come out, to attack him. But he said that Drew couldn't take the pressure and he quit. He said that he prayed bad things has happened to Punk. So CM Punk said that he made bad things happen to him and he forced Drew to go home. But then he gets interrupted by Paul Heyman. The history between Paul Heyman and CM Punk. Paul Heyman said that he respects CM Punk and said that CM Punk sat next to his children while he got inducted to the Hall of Fame. And he said despite being the wise man, he said that Punk was his best friend. And then he said that Paul Heyman went into the ring and hugged CM Punk, but then Paul Heyman warned CM Punk to leave Chicago because the Bloodline is going to attack him. And then CM Punk and Paul Heyman gets interrupted by Solo Sikoa with Tonga and Lola, and basically Solo said that if Punk wants to come into his hometown, sorry, he has to pay respect to the Bloodline. And then Punk asked Paul what he wants to favor, and basically Paul Heyman wants CM Punk to take him with him, so that was funny to hear. But then the Bloodline was about to attack CM Punk, but then Cody Rhodes coming out of nowhere with the save with two baseball bats, making the Bloodline to fall back, ending the segment. So what are your thoughts on this opening segment with CM Punk, the Bloodline, and Paul Heyman?
Wow, yes, CM Punk and Paul Heyman had a lot. They have a lot in history together. They go way back years. CM Punk respects Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman respects CM Punk. Paul Heyman was telling CM Punk to not get involved in the Bloodline's business. Really, CM Punk really has no business in the Bloodline. He has no history with the Bloodline. But the Bloodline is picking a fight with CM Punk. They're really trying to pick a fight with him because they want Chicago to acknowledge them rather than to acknowledge CM Punk. And CM Punk almost did it. He almost acknowledged the Bloodline. However, he didn't acknowledge them. And so we're kind of seeing that the Bloodline still has to show itself as the dominating force that they are, because they're not as dominating as people thought they are. They've lost a lot of credibility, so they have to build that back up and force these teams, force the locker room to accept them. For Cody Rhodes, it's a great save for Cody Rhodes to come back and help CM Punk, because Cody Rhodes is the one that actually defeated CM Punk at WrestleMania, at WrestleMania. He defeated CM Punk at the Royal Rumble. And for Cody Rhodes to come and help CM Punk against the Bloodline is kind of interesting. But for Cody to help out CM Punk is definitely that I guess CM Punk will owe Cody a favor in the future. for saving him from the bloodline. And Cody wants his revenge against the bloodline and Solo Sikoa. So it's kind of interesting that.
All right, so, so moving on to the first match of the Friday Night Smackdown, we got a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. We got Bianca versus Chelsea Green versus Mi Chan. So winner goes on to the Money in the Bank ladder match. It was I did not like this match at all. Fuck that ending. Fuck that result. It shouldn't have happened. Fuck you, Triple H. What the fuck are you doing with this? But Bianca, I'm sorry, but Bianca should have won. Fuck that. Bianca should have won. She should have won. Bianca should have won. She should have won. Fuck you, Triple H. But Mi Chan was able to hit the AJ Styles clash. And I think it was Chelsea Green, and then Bianca Belair breaks it up. This is towards the end. German suplex by Bianca. Bianca hits the KOD on Mi Chan and should have fucking won the match right here, but fucking Chelsea Green, fucking cheater, had to ruin it by throwing Bianca out of the ring and then steal it. It should have been like this result. I'm pissed off. But it's a fine. Chelsea Green isn't winning the ladder match. It's not. She's not winning. It's not winning. There's no way she's winning. This is fine. She's not gonna win. She's just gonna get destroyed, and hopefully she gets hurt that bad, and then she have to go to the back and get attended for an injury. So hopefully that happens. So hopefully she's only. So hopefully she's basically. Hopefully she's she doesn't win. So. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on all this? With Chelsea Green winning.
So here's my thoughts on Chelsea Green winning. Yes, Chelsea Green winning was unexpected. Just like how Dom and Fyre winning against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and that is unexpected. But for Chelsea Green to win, I mean, it shows that we may be underestimating her a little bit. I know I'm playing the devil's advocate here, doing still, but I believe we might be underestimating her a little bit because we're always expecting her to lose matches, and it just doesn't make sense that. Yes, she should lose every single match that she deserves to lose. However, she did win fair and square. She did pin Bianca Belair, as much as both of us hate to admit it. She did pin Bianca Belair. I say it again, she did pin her. And for her to win in such an upsetting fashion is sometimes things don't go our way. Sometimes people win, and when we expect them not to win, and that's just the way it is. We just have to see how Chelsea Green does going forward, and if Bianca Belair can get back into the running, with the ladder matches and other opportunities are coming away, as can Michelin win also. I believe that Michelin can also win too, because we haven't really seen Michelin do anything that's really been relevant that much. We haven't seen her winning the championships in a while. And so same thing with Bianca Belair. Bianca and Jade are still a tag team favorites. However, they seem to be losing their singles matches, and I don't want this to be a factor in the breakup. If they do break up, I wouldn't want it to be a factor for them to break up, because they're such a powerful team together. They're so powerful together. And they beat Damage Control. They beat the Warriors, who are really good tag team, and they actually they were just starting to hit their stride as tag team champions. But man, it is unfortunate to see that Chelsea Green won. But she did win, so we'll have to see what happens with her going forward.
Right, yeah, it's a horrible match. Horrible ending. Jesus Christ. Can't believe that happened. But she's not winning though. She's not winning Money in the Bank. Someone else is winning. She's just gonna get. I hope someone. I swear to God, if someone hopefully. I swear, I pray. I'm pulling a Drew record. I pray for this to happen. Hopefully, someone just like destroys her between two ladders. I want to see that so badly. But moving on, we see Blair Davenport, who's been the new addition to SmackDown, confront Bayley. So imagine we see Blair Davenport versus Bayley someday for the title. It looks like this is the second time she confronted Bayley, so maybe that's a feud going down the line. Where Blair Davenport is going to be qualifying for a Money in the Bank qualifying match next week, so we have to see what happens. But then Solo Sikoa tells Paul Heyman to do as much as he wants to make sure that KO and Randy Orton doesn't make it to Money in the Bank. And we see Austin Theory and DIY. We see Grayson Waller and DIY. Austin Theory didn't show up. DIY is still saying that Grayson Waller is still using Austin Theory. Then we hear a banging on the door. We see a busted open CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre is here standing over us CM Punk. Drew McIntyre bashing CM Punk's head contestedly against the wall, and then Drew picks up CM Punk and brings him to the ring, and then drops him with his fist covered in CM Punk's blood. And Drew McIntyre takes it far and pulls out a bracelet of CM Punk's wrist. So the bracelet has AJ's and Larry's name on it. So I think Larry's is it's AJ Lee's bracelet and his family dog. So it's Drew McIntyre took that, and then Nick Aldis shoved Drew, and Drew shoved him back. So we might see another fine, and ambulance had to attend to CM Punk. So what are your thoughts?
There's a lot of things that happened. I really thought that the Drew McIntyre episode that happened, I thought that happened at the end of Raw. But it appears that I'm wrong about that. I believe Drew finally got his hands on CM Punk. For what CM Punk has been doing to him over the past few weeks. I mean, CM Punk had it coming. CM Punk obviously had this coming for him because Drew McIntyre has been looking for him and trying to get his hands on him. And finally, he had his chance. He had his way with CM Punk. He had his little conversation with CM Punk. He talked to CM Punk and he told him what he told him. Okay? And then after that, he brought him out and just showed him up the world to the world when he had said to CM Punk right there. But it is what it is with CM Punk. But now I believe with Drew McIntyre taking that bracelet that AJ that has AJ's name on it from CM Punk, Drew McIntyre is sending CM Punk a message. This is gotten very personal for both of these members. Man, seriously don't like each other. This is a war in the waiting. This is a major war that is happening. And I believe CM Punk is probably going to forego his medical situation going on right now, and he's going to comfort for Drew McIntyre because of what he's done. And the other instances happening backstage, we're going to see how those things go. Nick Aldis definitely is going to find Drew McIntyre for shoving him, and obviously Nick Aldis and Drew McIntyre had some words, but we'll have to see how things go and the rest going forward with that. Yeah, man, that's all I can say about that.
Alright, so moving on to the next match, we got Carmelo Hayes versus Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga in the men's Money in the Bank qualifying match. So this was a great match. Carmelo Hayes having history with Randy Orton a little bit, and obviously the Bloodline having history with Randy Orton. This was a great match. It went back and forth. Didn't really watch too much of this match. I know Carmelo Hayes put up a fight, but then, Sikoa said Paul Heyman do something to make sure Randy Orton doesn't make it to Money in the Bank. Tonga Lola shows up and runs interference. Randy Orton sends him packing as long as Kevin Owens comes out as well. But Carmelo Hayes was able to steal one. Carmelo Hayes steals a schoolboy pin on Randy Orton to get the win. Carmelo Hayes, wow, is going to the Money in the Bank ladder match Money in the Bank. So Carmelo Hayes defeats Randy Orton and Tonga to move on to the ladder match. So far, so many great guys are going to be in the ladder match. Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, and I think someone else I forgot. But what are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I think it's a great win for Carmelo Hayes since he's so fresh. He's so new. Just like, what's her name from Ireland? The woman from Ireland who was
Lyra.
Lyra, yes. Just like Lyra Valkyria. Yes, Lyra Valkyria is brand new. She went up against Nia Jax. She fought against Nia Jax. She lost against Nia Jax. She had a Cinderella run, and that was awesome to see. It's great to see Carmelo Hayes get this push. Because in NXT, I believe he was a dominant NXT champion, and for him to come into WWE on Smackdown, he's a big fish. He's a little fish in a big pond. He's got a lot of things he can try. I think it's great that he's picking up this win, especially against Randy Orton, who's a big legend. He definitely fought hard. It wasn't easy for him. For most of the matches, Tonga Loa and Carmelo Hayes going after Randy because Randy's the bigger guy. And Randy was pretty dominant in the match. He was pretty dominant. He was dominating the match, however. If not for the Bloodline interference, he would have won. And it's a distraction. But it is. I'm good to see it. I'm glad to see that Carmelo Hayes won. And congrats to him. Best of luck on his show.
Alright, so moving on. We got LA Knight making his entrance. And he wants a piece of Logan Paul. Obviously, him and Logan Paul are going to have a triple threat match next week to determine who will go to Money in the Bank for the ladder match. Santos Escobar interrupts LA Knight and said that LA Knight should stop complaining about Logan Paul, and said that Santos Escobar and LA Knight kind of have a feud. Santos Escobar said that he's delusional. But then Santos attacks LA Knight, but then LA Knight retaliates, catching him with a BFT. But then LA Knight got distracted. Logan Paul snuck up behind him and blindsided LA Knight and knocked him down with the KO punch, ending the segment. So what are your thoughts?
LA Knight is definitely pulling a lead. He's pulling his pages from Roman Reigns book yet again. Logan Paul is showing that he is not a true champion. He can't defend his title. He's had two title defenses. He needs to defend his title more. Where is this man? Why is he not defending his title as much as he should be? He is not. He is a poser. He needs to stop being a poser, and he needs to turn around be the champion that he is. He needs to defend his title against more people to show that he's a legit champion. He's not doing enough as he should be. Santos Escobar has more of a reason to be challenging Logan Paul for the championship more than LA Knight does, because you and I know that Santos Escobar actually wanted to get the championship from. He wanted to get the championship from Rey Mysterio, but however, Rey Mysterio lost the championship to Logan Paul. Santos Escobar, I believe, deserves another chance to get a title shot at the U.S. Championship. So it would be great to see that happen.
Alright, moving on to the next match. We got another qualifying Money in the Bank match we got Andrade versus Grayson Waller, one half of the Smackdown champions versus Kevin Owens. And once again, the Bloodline attacks Kevin Owens once Kevin Owens makes his entrance, Solo telling Paul Heyman to make sure Kevin Owens and Randy Orton doesn't make it to Money in the Bank. The Bloodline attacks Kevin Owens during his entrance, but Kevin Owens wants to fight anyways, but his leg was a problem throughout the match. Obviously, it didn't work out as Grayson Waller targeted the entire match. Grayson Waller attacked Kevin Owens, and then tried to do a stunner, but then Andrade was able to hit the message, getting the win. So Andrade, in a surprising faction, who expected Andrade to win? Andrade defeats Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's great Andrade won because we need another guy like Andrade to there to help. He needs help wherever he knows he can help. Andrade actually was supposed to be part of left out of the title, but George LWO, but LWO isn't there anymore. So, what else can he do? He actually is part of No Fact. He's part of No Faction now, but he needs to keep on improving, and I'd love to see him get the title shot for some championship. Whoever the championship is, if he gets a title shot for the U.S. championship, I'll be happy with that. If he beats Logan Paul, I'll be happy with that. That would be great for Andrade.
Alright, so moving on, we got Mia Yim trying to... I feel bad for Mi Chan because she keeps losing, and then Tiffany Stratton comes and talks some trash, but then Mia Yim gets the better of Tiffany Stratton. No! But then Nia Jax saves her, pushes Mi Chan into the wall, and kind of gives Tiffany a nod. Does that mean that Nia Jax accepts Tiffany's help? I would like to see Tiffany and Nia Jax team up. That would be awesome. So, we have to see what happens. But then we see Kayla Braxton trying to get an interview with Drew McIntyre, but says that CM Punk will stay overnight at a local hospital. But it's later revealed that CM Punk was alright. He just drove off after getting evaluated at the hospital, so that's funny. But anyways, I want to take this time, if you guys haven't heard, but Kayla Braxton has revealed that she will be leaving WWE. So all I can say is, Kayla Braxton, good luck to whatever you want to do in the future. WWE is going to miss her. I love her. And Paul Heyman's going to be so sad to see her go as well. But Kayla Braxton is leaving WWE, so wishing her all the best. She was an awesome backstage interviewer, so gonna miss her. Don't know what came through her head, why she wanted to quit. I don't know. There might have been something else she wanted to do. Imagine if she went to AEW. I don't know. But wishing Kayla Braxton all the best. But before we head to the main event, anything you want to say?
Yeah, Michelin and Tiffany Stratton need to have a match. We need to see that match happen before anything else. Because this is actually turning into a feud between Michelin and Tiffany Stratton. I think isn't Tiffany Stratton like heel or Michelin like heel? It would make more sense for for them. I mean, it wouldn't be more of a face heel thing, but honestly, I would love to see Tiffany Stratton versus Michelin together, facing off one-on-one in a regular match. Okay, that would be great to see. If Nia Jax is going to overpower Michelin, but Tiffany Stratton and Michelin need to settle in these spots.
All right. Anything about Kayla?
Oh yes, Kayla, man. Definitely gonna miss her too. It's been great seeing her backstage. She's done a wonderful job as an interviewer, interviewing different wrestlers, and helping them understand and just asking great questions about what the people are thinking and what they're doing, and how the feeling in the moment. So she's been really good at doing her job. I wish her all the best. Hopefully she maybe we'll see her again on some other wrestling
She has to be
segment.
Hall of Fame. She has to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, so that's how famous to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to see. It's gonna be great seeing her. Hope wish her all the best and best of luck in the journey. We'll see how things go going forward with her. Just wish you the best, Kayla, and keep going forward.
All right, moving on to the main event. I didn't even would call this a match because it was just a quick disqualification. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes was whooping that ass until the Gorillas of Destiny hit the ring and beat up Cody Rhodes, leaving Ryan Drentz. Cody Rhodes defeats Solo Sikoa by disqualification, but then Randy Orton and Kevin Owens makes the save to even the odds. Solo was left alone, but then he begs Orton, Owens, and Cody to back up. But then he smiles like, wait, oh no. He's smiling. What's going on? Jacob Fatu makes his WWE debut attacking Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. Jacob Fatu is just a monster, and that just gives a huge rip to all those, including me, who saw Jacob Fatu was going to be on the good side with Roman, so put that down the toilet. That prediction didn't work well. But we kind of had a feeling Jacob Fatu was going to make his debut, but I think a lot of people expected him to make his debut like at WrestleMania or when Tama Lola made his debut. Everyone thought it was going to be Jacob, but man, Jacob Fatu was with a senton on Kevin Owens on the steel steps, and then a spear on Randy Orton through the timekeeper's barricade, and then he attacks Cody Rhodes more, and then puts him through the announce table. He jumps, and it was revealed Cody Rhodes said that he broke 2 of his ribs, so that was crazy. Excuse me, sorry. But that was crazy, though. So what are your thoughts on this main event?
Well, man, it shows the bloodline is definitely getting stronger. Man, with the debut of Jacob Fatu, this definitely changes the game for the bloodline. Jacob Fatu is showing that he is a very versatile wrestler. He's a very dangerous wrestler. He's crazy. I'm gonna admit, when he attacked everybody, he gave you two super kicks on one super kick on Randy, another super kick on Cody, and then he took a super kick from Kevin Owens. And he stood still good standing up and clothesline Kevin Owens. Almost making me backflip of the process, which is crazy. This guy has crazy athleticism. He has crazy stamina. He's pretty durable. I mean that after he took out all 3 of them. He took out Cody. He took out Randy. He took out Kevin Owens. He came in the ring. He stood with Solo Sikoa, Tonga, and Tama. Both, if you look at the reactions after seeing Jacob Fatu, they just realized, oh snap, we just met somebody even crazier than us, right? Because both of these guys, Jacob Tonga and Tama, they're pretty secure and strong guys. However, Jacob Fatu, he's like a short guy, like a mad dog on the leash, off the leash, man. He just goes wild. That's what he did against all 3 of those that's what he did against Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. I mean, they need somebody who can be just as crazy as Jacob Fatu that's going to help him fight against Jacob. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Excuse me. Yeah, and the interesting part is like people suggesting that Jacob Fatu might be working for Roman. What if like Jacob Fatu was sent by Roman just to, just secretly be working with Roman, but Solo doesn't know. But Jacob is there just to watch over to see what Solo's doing. What if Jacob is like a spy for Roman? But people are like, oh, Jacob Fatu, he's working with Roman. He's just there to see what Solo's up to. And then when the time comes, Jacob is gonna turn on Solo and join Roman's side. That could happen. But knowing that he just attacked Cody and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, I don't know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. That could happen. Jacob Fatu could be up for Roman. At the same time, Jacob Fatu can also be a player behind the Rock in the wings. The Rock is out there. The Rock still has his ears and nose to the ground. And the Rock could be the one deciding to take over the Bloodline and make the Bloodline his own thing. But at the same time, Solo Sikoa, has more people. He has more people actually joining this. There are numbers out there that are saying Solo that the Bloodline could get more recruits. Jacob Fatu has a brother. And that brother, his name is Zilla Fatu. Zilla Fatu could be joining, the Bloodline in the future, sometime in the future. And man, if we get more people joining the Bloodline, that's gonna make the Bloodline more complete. We don't want a lot of members of the Bloodline, but we want people who are competent members, who are strong, and they can do their job well. And I think Solo Sikoa is building a team that is going to help him take them to the next level. It's going to help them regain their championships. They could definitely go after the Smackdown championships. They could get Solo could get that World Heavyweight Championship, okay? And get the Fatu, he can go get some other championships to get the World Heavyweight Championship. That will bring that prestige back to the Bloodline, just what the Bloodline needs. And I can see that happening. It would be wild if it did happen. Going forward.
Alright, so that will do it for the Friday Night Smackdown. In terms of grading, I give this show it was great, I give this show a B, just a plain B. Honestly, the ratings went all the way down to a B because of that fucking bullshit Chelsea Green winning. So how about you?
I'm gonna give this show. I will give it a B. I want to give it a B plus.
If it was Chelsea Green bragging. If it was her winning and then her bragging the entire night, I was just gonna be straight up giving a full F.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm gonna give this. It was an awesome show. It was a great show. So I'm gonna give this a B plus rating. Despite the fact that we had a few things that happened, there was some interruptions that happened. The Bloodline almost interrupted every single match that occurred, which is quite interesting. Now the Bloodline is showing that they really want to be in control of the matches, and it's just interesting seeing how much they wanted to hear and things, and they want to get there. They want to control the destiny of the ladder match, so they can get their way. However, they are losing certain things and gaining certain things. So it's a lot that happened. Tiffany Stratton missioning. They would love to see that match happen. Carmelo Hayes winning. That's great. The others, I said Chelsea Green winning is a little unfortunate, but it was a win nonetheless for her. I don't think she's going to be going very far in the women's winning the bank championship match. So we'll have to see how things go and progress with with all the storylines happening and seeing going forward. So that's all I have to say.
Alright, so that will do it for our Friday Night SmackDown broadcast. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe. Check out Canadian Yorker's channel. His link, YouTube link, will be in the description of this video, as well as WWE Wrestling Bros, which will also be in the link of this video as well. My name is Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you guys later.
Take care. See you later.